Hello, friends. Hope everyone had a great day today on a Wednesday. Looking at the Monkey project here with an update. Down 18% on the 24-hour chart. Things were overall red in the markets today, I think due to some of the uncertainty with the trade stuff with China, which we'll look at in a second here, and just overall memes were down. If you look at the broader meme market, down 1.6% over the last 24 hours. You can see it dip down even lower before coming back as of late, which is a good sign. So there are some bullish indicators as well for the overall market. And I think, there'll be that rate cut that we talked about and some other bullish things. So I think that's good. Monkey as a whole, market cap isn't quite where we want it, but we're holding strong. The core community is not wavering at all. And I think the general feeling on crypto Twitter is that we're returning to bull posting and strong communities, and that season's starting. And I think folks are going to start flowing back into their conviction coins. I think we do have some folks on the sidelines of Monkey that are monkey lined right now due to chasing other stuff or just taking profits and kind of waiting to see where the bottom is. I think the bottom's in here. We're going to have some folks coming back into Monkey. That's just my guess based on the season of the market that we're in right now. And I think honestly, with all the coins out there and the memes, there's going to be a return to strong memes like Monkey that are recognizable and easy to understand, and the bag working communities are the ones that are going to make it. So we need to keep up the pressure, keep on posting, and it might seem on days like this that it's not doing anything, but remember we're bull posting for the long term. It just increases the mind share, the monkey mind share, and makes us more well known for when we run later on. So I've likened it before to like the Super Bowl commercials that these companies pay money for. I always thought, why are they paying, $1 million for a 30-second spot? And it's just to get in there and get in people's minds. And it's worth the money just to have that brief moment where you're kind of pointing out your brand and highlighting it. And that's what we're doing every day with Monkey. So keep up the good work, the good memes, the viral posts that Flip and some others are posting. Just keep it up because those might seem like they're not doing anything, but we know those impressions are big. And, quality is good, quantity is good, everything's good. So just keep on working your bags out there. Now, if we look on CT here, we can see that there are some posts kind of talking about what I just mentioned. Shadow here says, can't shake my conviction, doubling down here. And Shadow in another post, I don't have it here, said that he's adding a couple coins to his portfolio. And so hopefully he will add Monkey. I know everyone's been tagging him and sub-posting for him quite a bit. So I'm sure he knows of Monkey. So the question is he going to add a small cap like Monkey? Yet to be seen. So we'll see what happens. Kashi here says, just in, Eric Trump says Bitcoin is going to 200,000 this year. And I think this is significant because obviously Eric Trump, as the president's son and a big advocate for crypto, would know these things and have knowledge of regulation and things to come in this area. So that's one thing, obviously. And then the short time frame. He says this year. That to me implies that either he's just saying it or more likely that he knows that his father's administration is pro crypto and that we'll see a massive comeback for Bitcoin, or he just studies the cycles, right? And knows this thing's gonna go 200,000 this year. So bullish statement there from Eric Trump. Axis Ace here says those who are patient will always succeed in the long run. And we've been pushing that over the last couple of months is patience with something like Monkey. Monkey's a slow cook, just waiting to break out. And that firm foundation's been forming over the last couple of months during this accumulation phase. So I agree. Those who are patient will succeed in the long run. And this is the time to be patient. This is not the time to go chasing new pairs. We all know the trenches are not what they used to be. There's not as many runners. There's a lot of rugs. And so the patient with those conviction coins will succeed in the long run. We saw that with Neat. We saw that with Troll, which we'll look at in a second. And so patience is definitely a virtue here. So if we look at Troll, remember someone had a post about it, how there's multiple pullbacks on Troll, including the one right now. But it's such a great coin that the poster was arguing. That's why we still hold, and that's a great community. So you can see here, down in around 15 to 10 million here before their epic run, all the way up past 250 million. But then look at this drop, profit taking down to 130 million before popping back up to 200, and then now a dip, and then another dip there at 84 million. So that the one guy who posted, and probably a lot of others, have completely round tripped here. It's because they believe that Troll is a $1 billion plus meme, which they might be right, but it takes patience. Just like it took patience back here, it still takes patience here. So right now, with Monkey, having patience since August, with this downward trend, DCAing along the way, having that patience gets you ready for when we're here, right? Here, you could take profits and it'd be good profits, but the real money's made beyond this. And this is where the patience kicks in. So everyone wants to find the next troll. I think we have it with Monkey, but will we be patient to make it out of this range here and make it all the way here? It will take patience for sure. Zero hedge, back to the macro here, says Trump says we think we'll make a deal with China on everything. So that's bullish news there. We know Trump's always working and trying to make these deals, and a lot of the threats and everything are part of his negotiation tactics. So this is good news here. Art School Reject says the trenches at its core is a beautiful collaboration where we pick the best memes to send from zero to billions, never go full black pill. And that was in response to someone who was talking about how the trenches are just insider jobs and all that. So this is a good post by Art School Reject. We just need to pick the best memes and send them to the billions. I think Monkey's one of them. Why not Monkey? Monkey's a great meme. We can go to the billions. We just have to be bullish about it and keep on working our bags. And then Cotton here had a good post. Grinding communities will always win. Being a part of something will always be the best feeling in this space. Winning with others will always be the main goal. Find communities of like-minded people and never stop grinding. And so I don't know about the rest of the community, but I want each and every one of the community to win. I want to win obviously for myself, but I want the whole community to win. And I think that's the goal here, is to find a community of like-minded individuals. And we have that with Monkey. We all love the Monkey. We all have the same goal. We're pushing it. And communities like this are those that are going to succeed. But you have to have that conviction. You have to believe in something. And those terms are thrown around a lot, but that is very important. If you have a community full of believers, what happens is you have that foundation here that you're building. All these ups and downs, you're shaking out the weak hands. And then when you get to this point, you do a 10x or something like that here. This is where the conviction kicks in. There's still conviction required there, even when you've somewhat made it. Because if you hold here, because we're going to be the whales, right? Those that are holding now and accumulating bags, 1% bag or even less, you're a whale. You're going to be a huge whale when you get here. Are you going to take profits immediately? You're going to full clip your bag, or are you going to have conviction and believe and hold on for something bigger? So I honestly think we're going to run up to the 5 billion, yeah, eventually, but 5 million or 10 million quite quickly. I think we can get there quickly, and even in the short or medium term. But for this run to 100 million and more, and eventually up to a billion, is going to require the whales to hold and add more and continue working your bags, even when we somewhat make it. So I just want to encourage everyone there. Thanks all. See you tomorrow.